welcome to our channel. Today we will explore a dark and intriguing story, the haunting of Kate Morgan at the Hotel del Coronado. Does Kate's spirit still roam the halls of the famous hotel? Stay with us and find out. The Hotel del Coronado, one of the America's most iconic resorts, is not only known for its beauty and luxury. It carries a story shrouded in mystery and terror. Founded in 1888, the hotel has been the stage of many historical events, but none as enigmatic as the story of Kate Morgan. Kate Morgan, a young woman, entered the hotel history in a tragic way. Her arrival in 1892 marked the beginning of a series of supernatural events that continue to intrigue visitors and staff to this day. What really happened to Kate during her stay? The mystery surrounding her death, the strange circumstances, and the reports of paranormal activity make the Del Coronado a popular destination for ghost hunters and the curious. But what is the truth behind this story? Can we uncover the secrets that Kate took to the grave? Prepare for a journey through time where each detail brings us closer to the truth. And remember, not everything is as it seems when it comes to urban legends and ghost stories. Have you ever wondered what happens when a restless soul cannot find peace? 1892, a young woman named Kate Morgan checked into the luxurious Hotel del Coronado, but never left. At least, not alive. Kate Morgan arrived at the Hotel del Coronado alone, and immediately something seemed off. She registered under false name Louisa L. D. Potter, claiming she was waiting for someone. During her stay, witnesses described her as a sad and troubled woman. 5 days later, Kate's body was found on the hotel staircase, with a gunshot wound to the head, a revolver laid beside her. Authorities quickly ruled it a suicide. Was it really suicide, or was there something more sinister at the play? The story took an even more mysterious turn when inconsistencies in the investigation surfaced. The revolver found with Kate did not match the bullet retrieved from her body. Additionally, reports indicate that Kate did not seem like the type to take her own life, leading many to speculate about the true cause of her death. What really happened to Kate Morgan on that fateful night? The mystery surrounding her death only increased the fascination with the Hotel del Coronado, attracting curious visitors and paranormal investigations from around the world. Kate Morgan's life before her fateful stay at the Hotel del Coronado is shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Much like the circumstances of her death, born in Iowa in 1865, Kate grew up in a modest family. Little is known about her early years, but the record suggests that she had a challenging upbringing marked by the loss of her mother at a young age and strained relationship with her father, qualities that would later define her short but enigmatic life. In her early 20s, Kate married Thomas Edwin Morgan, a man with similarly mysterious background. The couple led a transient lifestyle, moving frequently and often staying in the different boarding houses and hotels. Thomas was known to be a gambler, and their marriage was reportedly tumultuous, with frequent arguments and separations. Despite their turbulent relationship, Kate remained with Thomas, possibly driven by a deep sense of loyalty or a lack of viable alternatives in an era when divorce was heavily stigmatized. The couple eventually made their way to Los Angeles, where their relationship reached a breaking point. Thomas' gambling debts and erratic behavior created an unstable and dangerous environment for Kate. It is believed that she left him in search of a better life, although some accounts suggest that Thomas may have abandoned her. Alone and desperate, Kate began using aliases, perhaps to evade her past or protect herself from potential threat. One of these aliases, Louisa L. D. Potter, would later become infamous during her stay at the Hotel del Coronado. Kate's journey to the Hotel del Coronado was marked by a series of mysterious events. She traveled by train from Los Angeles to San Diego, reportedly meeting a man during the journey, who later vanished without a trace. Some speculate that this man was Thomas, while others believe he was a new acquaintance who played a role in the events leading up to her death. During the trip, Kate appeared anxious and distressed, behaviors that did not go unnoticed by fellow passengers and railway staff. Her arrival at the hotel under a false name added the aura of secret surrounding her life. The days leading up to her death were filled with eerie and unexplained occurrences. Kate spent much of her time alone, walking the hotel grounds and nearby beach, seemingly waiting for someone who never arrived. Her erratic behavior and visible distress caught the attention of the hotel staff, who noted her deteriorating condition. On the night of her death, she was seen passing the hallways, a look of despair etched on her face. These final days of Kate Morgan's life remain a puzzle, with each detail adding to the enigma of her tragic story. On the morning of November 29, 1892, Kate Morgan's body was discovered on an external staircase at the Hotel del Coronado. She was lying on her side with a pistol. Near her right hand, the initial impression was a tragic suicide. But soon, inconsistencies began to surface, casting doubt on this theory. The initial investigation revealed that bullet that killed Kate did not match the caliber of the pistol found beside her. This immediately raised a suspicion that someone might have planted the weapon after her death. Additionally, that there were no signs of a struggle or defense, complicating the scene of even further. How could a woman who had spent days waiting for someone suddenly decide to take her own life? Investigators also noted that Kate's belongings, including her clothes and suitcase full of unsent letters, were carefully organized in her room. This suggests that she did not plan to die so abruptly. In her room, a note was found, but it gave no clear indication of suicide. These details contradicted a simple narrative of an impulsive act of desperation. Another intriguing clue was the condition of Kate's body. Although the cause of death was clear, there were marks of bruises that could not be easily explained. Some theories suggest that could be from earlier struggle, or perhaps someone trying to position the body after death. The absence of eyewitnesses during the hotel's busy holiday season is also puzzling, leaving many questions unanswered. Local newspapers and San Diego residents quickly became obsessed with the case. The inconsistencies at the crime scene and the Kate Morgan's mysterious identity fueled numerous theories. Was it a staged suicide to cover up a murder? Or was something even more sinister at play? The crime scene at the Hotel del Coronado left more questions than answers, becoming one of the most intriguing and sinister mysteries in local history. Reports of paranormal activity at the Hotel del Coronado are many and varied. Since Kate's death, guests and staff have shared disturbing stories of encounters with the inexplicable. The experiences range from sudden chills to ghostly apparitions. One of the most common reports is of doors opening and closing on their own, as if an invisible force were moving through them. Flickering lights and erratic electronics devices are also frequently mentioned. For many, this is a clear sign that Kate Morgan's spirit is still present in the hotel. Susan Patterson, a former hotel employee, shared one of the most terrifying encounters. I was doing my nightly rounds when I saw a woman in an old-fashioned dress at the end of the hall. She looked disoriented. When I approached to help, she simply disappeared before my eyes. It was the scariest thing I have experienced. Other staff members have reported hearing unexplained whispers and footsteps echoing through empty corridors. On occasion, a night security guard claimed to see a female figure standing in the middle of the ballroom. When he tried to approach, the figure dissolved into thin air, leaving only a sense of intense cold. Room 3327 at the Hotel del Coronado is known as an epicenter of paranormal activity. This is the room where Kate Morgan spent her final days, and many believe her spirit still resides there. Guests who dare to spend the night in the room often report terrifying and unexplained experiences. John Stevens, a recent guest, shared his horrifying experience. I woke up in the middle of the night with the feeling that someone was watching me. When I opened my eyes, I saw a woman stand beside my bed. She had a sad and distant look. I immediately turned on the light, but she vanished without a trace. It was the most terrifying moment of my life. Other guests have reported hearing unexplained whispers and soft sobs coming from the corners of the room. Some describe the sensation of a cold presence moving through the room, leaving an icky trail. Several have seen the figure of a woman reflected in the mirror, only to disappear when they turn to look directly. The supernatural experiences are not limited to the nighttime. During the day, hotel staff and cleaning personnel have reported finding the room in disarray despite having just cleaned it. Objects appear to move on their own, and an inexplicable chill fills the air, even on warm days. Room 3327 has become the focal point of paranormal investigators and curious visitors alike. Many come with cameras and recording devices, hoping to capture evidence of Kate's presence. Some have succeeded capturing eerie photographs and unsettling audio records that seems to confirm the haunting despite the fear and unease it inspires. Room 3327 remains a popular choice for those seeking to experience the supernatural firsthand. The stories and experience of those who have stayed there only adds to the legend of Kate Morgan and the haunting at the Hotel del Coronado. Over the years, the Hotel del Coronado has attracted the attention of many paranormal investigators, equipped with advanced technologies. These investigators have attempted to capture evidence of the supernatural activities attributed to the spirit of Kate Morgan. The use of infrared cameras, EVP, electronic voice phenomenon, recorders, and other specialized devices has revealed some surprising results. One of the most notable recordings captured at the hotel revealed a voice whispering, "Why did you leave me?" This type of auditory evidence is considered one of the strongest indicators of paranormal activity, suggesting that Kate Morgan may be trying to communicate from beyond. This particular whisper had led many to believe that Kate was waiting for someone special who never appeared, leaving her spirit restless. In addition to voice recordings, many investigators have reported feeling abrupt temperature change around room 3327. These unexplained cold spots are often associated with the presence of spirits, and in Kate Morgan's case, they seem to indicate that her spirit is still present in the hotel. Investigators have also reported visual sightings. In a nighttime investigation, an infrared camera captured the vague image of a female figure walking down the hallway near room 3327. The figure appeared to be dressed in old-fashioned clothing corresponding to the Kate Morgan's era. This visual sighting added an extra layer of credibility to the haunting reports. Theories about Kate Morgan's death and her continued presence at the hotel vary widely. Some believe she was the victim of a crime, possibly a murder disguised as suicide. Others think she is trapped in an eternal cycle of waiting, seeking resolution for her tragic story. Regardless of the theory, the consensus is clear. Kate Morgan has left an indelible mark on the Hotel del Coronado, a presence that continues to fascinate and haunt. The legend of Kate Morgan is not confined to the past. To this day, the Hotel del Coronado remains a point of interest of paranormal enthusiasts, and the curious contemporary reports of supernatural activities continue to surface. reinforcing the idea that Kate's spirit still roams the hotel corridors. Emily Green, a recent guest, shared a frightening experience she had while staying at the hotel. I was taking pictures of room 3327 when a shadowy figure appeared in one of the images. The scariest part is that I was alone at the time. When I reviewed the photos, I felt a chill down my spine. It seems like Kate was trying to reveal herself to me. Other visitors have reported similar experiences. Photographs with inexplicable figures, whispers captured on audio recordings, and sightings of a woman dressed in 19th century clothes are common among the reports. These experiences have attracted both the curious and serious investigators, all trying to unravel the mystery of Kate Morgan. Hotel staff also continue to share their own stories. One of the night security guards reported hearing soft footsteps in the hallway when he knew he was alone. When he went to investigate, he found the corridor empty, but the feeling of being watched remained. Another staff member claimed to have seen the figure of a woman looking out the window of room 3327, only to disappear when he approached. And the persistence of those reports over the years has contributed to the living legend of Kate Morgan. The Hotel del Coronado, with its Victorian architecture and rich history, seems to be the perfect setting for a haunting tale. And as long as the stories keep emerging, the fascination with the spirit of Kate Morgan will not fade anytime soon. As we approach the end of this journey through the mystery of Kate Morgan, it is inevitable to reflect on numerous reports and evidence. What truly happened on the fateful night in 1892? Did Kate Morgan find what she was looking for? Or was she the victim of something more sinister? Her story is a reminder that some questions may never be fully answered. The haunting of Kate Morgan is not just our urban legend, it is a phenomenon that defies logic and reason. The countless reports of paranormal encounters and ongoing investigations suggests that is more to the story than meets to the eye. The Hotel del Coronado, with its stunning beauty and rich history, is now also a place of mystery and haunting. Is Kate Morgan seeking revenge? Or perhaps she simply cannot find peace until the truth about her death is revealed? These are questions that continue to intrigue both local and visitors. And as long as these questions remain unanswered, Kate's spirit will continue to be an unsettling presence at the Del Coronado. The next time you visit the Hotel del Coronado, think about Kate Morgan's story. Feel the atmosphere around you, observe the details, and maybe, just maybe, you might experience something inexplicable. After all, the truth is out there, waiting to be discovered by those brave enough to seek it. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated on the world mysteries. And remember, what you can't see might be scarier than you imagine.